Here at the Lafayette Regional Airport, Frontier Airlines announced they will be adding 2 nonstop flights to Denver and Orlando. Fares for these flights are starting at the low cost of only $39. While there are no specific guidelines to determine whether playground equipment is too hot to play on, we wanted to know if the heat can affect a day at the playground. Having to pass up your street and drive down 6 blocks further just to get home is frustrating to residents here around Barrow School Road. They say they're just about ready for it to end. Being a municipal shelter like the Lafayette Animal Shelter means that they can't turn any animals away. That's why they say it's so important to adopt these animals in order for them to reach their 2020 goal of being a no-kill animal shelter.
We always grab our card and we pump.
Carla Thibodeau never realized how many blind spots go unseen.
I don't think it would be so easy for someone to open your car.
Cell phones are the #1 distraction and should not be used at the pump.
You're less vulnerable for anybody to come take anything from your car.
You pull up to the gas station, you take your card or your money out of your purse and leave it sitting here in plain sight on the passenger seat. But what you don't notice is that as soon as you get out of the car, there may be a slider on the other side waiting to steal your things. If not careful, within a few moments, your things could be gone.
But they can't do it in 2 seconds. I've seen it happen before.
BMW client advisor Michelle Newland recommends a safety feature that may be helpful.
But leaving a purse on the seat, you don't want anything to happen to it too. But safety, you can set most of the cars now to only unlock your door, your main driver door.
While stopping to fill up, women should be more aware of their surroundings.
I'll lock my doors from now on and take my keys with me.
Sliders often speed away in a trail car, and because of this, gas stations in high-crime areas are encouraged to strengthen their security. For some, video games are becoming more of a problem than a hobby. The rise of extreme video gaming starts up a new conversation.
Is this interfering with the person or the family's functioning? Is it causing distress to the individual, or sometimes in this case, similar to an addiction, more often to other people?
Manager of Play and Trade and local gamer, Michael Gilbert, sees it differently.
When I see people who, make enough revenue that it's their jobs, it's, their lifeline and everything else, and so I wouldn't call it a disorder. But I imagine somebody who spent that much time and, probably didn't receive anything for it would probably classify as so.
Some games are more obsessive than others.
Because you need to have that constant change where the developers keep releasing new content and new material for you to gamble and hoping of getting.
Children aren't the only ones affected by extreme video gaming.
Spouses are upset that somebody's, escaping from reality and from, being an adult and other responsibilities into the games.
Extreme video gaming can turn kids away from their families.
There's a lot of anger when they're told to get off the game or come eat dinner with the family, that it's just really becoming, they're overly preoccupied or obsessive.
Psychologists suggest parents lessen the amount of time children play video games.
I've had parents say, wow, when I started limiting the games or even took the phone away or the app away from the child, I felt like I got my child back.
Some people find video gaming helpful and engaging.
So whenever we got the internet and he was able to connect with his dad and be able to play with him, because he talked to him on the phone and stuff, but he couldn't see him. Then it was like they were building a life, they were being able to do something together even though they were way apart.
Psychologists believe more research is needed to prevent overdiagnosis. No, I don't know. With Lafayette being such a bicycle-friendly city, some people are concerned that there are not enough bicycle lanes on major streets. Lafayette started a bicycle-friendly master plan a few years ago. It's now on hold. Bicycle riders would like to see the city get the plan going again. They want to see more bicycle-only lanes.
Really don't have any bike lanes, and that's very important that we get more.
Major roads in the city are the biggest problems for cyclists.
Johnston, sometimes on Pinhook, Ambassador Caffrey, but it's not necessarily the safest place to ride.
A group called Trail is working to improve the bicycle trails in conjunction with local governments.
So for instance, we were a partner with LCG and the MPO on the Taqua-Eshak Trail, and its overall scheme, it would connect Breaux Bridge, St. Martinville, Opelousas, so you would be able to ride through all those communities and really never have to touch a roadway.
Lafayette is also working on ways to add bicycle lanes to improve
We work with
safety.
the folks in Public Works to kind of look at what places may be eligible for cycling safely and conversion to cycling.